Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. Today, we are saddened to hear about the death of a fellow knight uh, and former president of the Philippines, President Noynoy Aquino III. He will surely be missed in Philippine politics, and he will be a special part of history. Also, he was Knight of Rizal. He was bestowed the rank of KGCR back when he was president under Supreme Commander Reghis Romero II. So today, we will be zooming in on Jose Rizal and with the lecture that I am going to present to you about Jose Rizal and President Noynoy Aquino. Si Pepe at si Noynoy, Musings of the Knights of Rizal. This will be a presentation that I gathered from an article I wrote many years ago, and I just thought it is binding and is relevant at this time. It will present a nexus of Dr. Jose Rizal and President Noynoy Aquino. Si Pepe at si Noynoy. How is Dr. Jose Rizal, our national hero, connected to President Noynoy Aquino, who was president in 2007? I'm ready to proclaim that President Noynoy was a product of Jose Rizal's vision more than 100 years in the making. How do I substantiate this? Let's start. What do these two gentlemen have in common? Both are from landed families. Dr. Jose Rizal, his family leased land from the Dominicans. This is located in Binyan, Laguna. It was granted for them for free. It was from these lands where Rizal's family got most of their income. Pasiano managed the farmlands while he planted rice and sugarcane. Noynoy, his ancestors in 1957, Jose Cuanco Sr., acquired Central Azucarera de Tarlac, including Hacienda Luisita, from the Spanish company Compañía General de Tabacos de Filipinos, Tabacalera, through a central bank guaranteed loan from the GSIS guarantee and a dollar loan from the Manufacturers Trust of New York. Jose Rizal and his education both are from Ateneo. Dr. Rizal finished his bachelor's in 1872. He was then called Ateneo Municipal de Manila. Pasiano, his brother, following the instructions from their father, Don Francisco, enrolled Jose using Rizal as surname, not Mercado, because he didn't want to have suspicion from the Dominicans, because at that time Mercado was so closely tied with Padre Burgos. In fact, when Jose Rizal was being admitted, Dr. Margin Ferrando refused to admit Dr. Jose Rizal because he was late, he was sickly, and he was undersized. But again, with the help of a nephew of Padre Burgos, Manuel Ceres Burgos, he was finally admitted to Ateneo. He studied in the Ateneo Municipal and under the supervision of the Spanish Jesuits. Now, President Noynoy also went to to Ateneo de Manila University. At this point, it was in Quezon City. He finished his Bachelor of Arts in 1981. President Noynoy actually was a true blue Atenean after completing grade school in 1973, high school in 1977, and Bachelor's in Economics in 1981 in Ateneo de Manila. Both are bachelors. They are known for being bachelors in the prime of their productive participation in history. Dr. Jose Rizal has some kind of amiable, if not romantic, relationships with a lot of girls, a lot of women. Jose San, for instance, a daughter of a samurai, they met while Rizal was en route to Europe and Japan in 1888. Nellie Bosted, daughter of a wealthy businessman and a Filipino mother. Their family housed Dr. Rizal while he stayed in Biarritz in February 1891. And of course, Josephine Bracken, an Irish Asian companion of the visiting ophthalmology patient of Dr. Rizal while he was exiled in Dapitan. And of course, the love of his life, Leonor Rivera, a distant cousin who would be his girlfriend for 11 years. It was said that because of Leonor Rivera, Rizal was not seriously involved with any of the women in his life except for Miss Bosted, who he almost married after learning that Leonor Rivera married English engineer back in the Philippines. Now, the same could be said about President Noynoy. Living in this tabloid-like environment, he has been linked in one way or another to Grace Lee, Shahani Soledad, Liz Uy, Bernadette Zambrano, and Corina Sanchez. Both are known for being part of Principalia. According to the National Historical Commission of the Philippines and records from the Binyan government, Rizal's paternal grandfather, Juan Mercado, was Binyan's gobernadorcillo in 1808, 1813, and 1823. His paternal great-grandfather, Francisco Mercado, also held the position in 1783 and also incidentally owned the largest herd of carabaos in Binyan. Rizal's mother also came from an affluent family. Her father, Lorenzo Alberto Alonso, served as gobernadorcillo of Binyan in 1844. Her grandfather, Ceprano Alonso, held the position also in 1790 and 1802. Now, the Aquino family has been a prominent family in the Philippines. They are based in Tarlac, and they are primarily, aside from their other businesses, they are involved in politics. The family comes from Tarlac and has produced several congressmen, senators, a vice governor, and a president. The head of the patriarch is Severiano Aquino, who was a delegate in the Malolos Congress in 1898. His son, Benigno Aquino Sr., followed his footsteps as he represented the 2nd District of Tarlac to the House of Representatives of the Philippines in 1916 to 1928, and to the Philippine legislature by being a senator from 1928 to 1934. Both have strong mothers that helped them in the background. Doña Teodora came from a well-to-do family in Binyan, Laguna. She was at that time the highest educated Filipina. And of course, we know that President Noynoy's mother, who also served as president, President Cory Aquino, is an internationally known icon of democracy. Now, democracy, In 1896, Dr. Rizal finished Noli Me Tangere. In 1986, the People's Power EDSA Revolution happened, and there were exactly 100 years between the EDSA Revolution and 1886 when Rizal finished Noli Me Tangere. There was a sense of nostalgia in the 25th anniversary of the EDSA Revolution in 2011. That's because the sitting president, President Noynoy, was the son of the couple in the heart of the historical event in the Philippines. On the other hand, there is exactly 25 years between Rizal's birth and when he finished writing Noli. Rizal was 25 years old while he was in Berlin, Germany, and finishing Noli Me Tangere. Now, what precipitated the EDSA Revolution, the heart of it all? In 1983, Senator Noynoy Aquino, his father, came back to the Philippines and was assassinated in the tarmac of the then Manila International Airport. In 1972, President Marcos implemented martial law all over the Philippines and dismantled democracy and established a dictatorship. There was exactly 11 years between these two events. On the other hand, Noli Me Tangere, that was finished in 1886, was published in 1887 in Ghent, Germany, and after 11 years at the balcony of Aguinaldo's residence in Cavite on June 12, 1898, the Philippine independence was proclaimed. It was exactly 11 years apart. Dr. Rizal and President Noynoy are connected in more ways than one, both in numerology and in substance. Again, I am ready to proclaim that President Noynoy is a product of Rizal's vision more than 100 years in the making. The EDSA Revolution, it paved the way for President Noynoy, was Dr. Rizal's brainchild. Remember, Dr. Rizal was secretly visited by the members of the Katipunan to persuade him to lead the revolution, but he refused. He wanted change, but not through violence. A bloodless revolution led by flowers, prayers, and people just like the EDSA Revolution. Dr. Rizal was ahead of his time, 100 years ahead to be exact. Rest in peace, Sir Noynoy. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope this tribute to Noynoy opened the hearts of the Knights of Rizal about possibly what Rizal had in mind when he was thinking of a bloodless revolution, of which President Noynoy was a product of. Without the EDSA Revolution, President Noynoy would not be president. Without the Noli Me Tangere, the Philippine Revolution would not have happened. Again, thank you so much for listening, and none Miss Moria.